Hey y'all, welcome to my local flavor kitchen right here in beautiful Branson, Missouri. And today I have a special guest, Colton Cooper.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. I've been asking him to come and cook, and he came. It's late at night because it's the only time that we can do it.
That's right.
We both work so hard.
That's very true.
Yeah, so Colton works at Clay Cooper Theater, and you do everything there.
I do 3 shows: Dean Z, The Ultimate Elvis, Hot Rods and High Heels, and then Clay Cooper's Country Express, of course. Yep.
Yes. Great shows. All of the shows at Clay Cooper Theater are fantastic, so you cannot go wrong. So when I asked Colton to cook with me, I said, what do you want to cook? And he said, tamales. And I've never made tamales. So the first thing I did, I asked Margarita. She works for me. Margarita, can you help me make some tamales? And she said, oh no, Maria will help you make tamales. And so she said, it's too hard. And I was like, oh, great. So I called Maria, her sister, and Maria said, oh no, I don't have time for that. So I Googled it and TikToked it, and it takes like hours. Have you ever made tamales?
I've never made tamales.
Yeah, so it's like a 3 or 4 hour process.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That'll be a long episode.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, we're not making tamales. If you want some tamales, I'll get you a can of tamales. But we're gonna make those really close tamale pie.
Hey.
Have you ever had tamale pie?
I've never had tamale pie, but I honestly thought when I said that, I was like, she's gonna come up with some kind of like cowboy tamales or something.
Yeah, so that's what this
is it right here.
Okay, so we're gonna do tamale pie, and there's several different versions of it, but we're gonna make my version of it.
Okay.
So we have some ground beef, and we're browning it in this electric skillet, and I got the lean beef so that it's not real greasy.
Cool.
And so the first thing we're gonna do, let me get you a bowl. You find a bowl. I have one somewhere. Oh, here, we'll just use this. I've got all my bowls filled up. We are gonna make, we have our oven preset at 350, and we're gonna make Jiffy cornbread mix.
Oh,
sorry. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make this, and you'll make it just like you do the regular way. So if you want to dump those in the bowl, you're going to get 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread, and I'll get you some eggs and a little milk. And so it calls for a 1/3 cup of milk for each package and 1 egg. So I'll go ahead and crack our eggs in there.
The cowboy tamales are here. Yeah. The cornbread's in there. It's already halfway there.
We're already
getting country.
there. So you go ahead and preheat your oven. Let me wipe this off a little bit. And then I'll get a little bit of milk. And I'm going to eyeball this milk. About 1/3 and 1/3. There you go. All right, you whisk that up.
All right.
And we're going to put them in these to-go pans so you can take it home.
Okay.
All right?
Yay.
All right, so we're going to spray our pan with some cooking spray. And I'm going to add a can of Rotel. Now, most people on some of the recipes that I looked at, they are using cream corn, but I don't like cream corn.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Rotel, and I got the mild kind. You probably like spicy.
Oh, that's fine either way.
Okay, all right. I'm going to dump that in. Oh, whoops! There was the lid.
That may not taste too good right there.
Lid and all. That might not be good. Ooh, whoops! All right. So we're going to get that going, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and it cooks for about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you want to put that in here.
All right.
And then I'm going to open this real quick. This is a can of red enchilada sauce. I'm going to pop that in the oven. But magically, I already have one made.
Well, looky there.
The magic of television.
Wow.
So there we go. So what I think we'll do is poke a few holes in it, like at the back end of that, and then I'm going to show this. This is red enchilada sauce, and I'm going to pour this over the cornbread and kind of get it soaked up in there. And you might not need the whole can. And on our browning meat, we're just going to put a package of taco seasoning, any kind of taco seasoning that you would like. So, I'm sorry about the tamales.
Oh no, that's okay.
You know, I was going to buy a can and say, hey, here's you some tamales, but they acted like it was a pretty
growing
big
up,
deal.
we would always, my mom's my mom's grandparents, so my great-grandparents were from Mexico.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
when they moved to the States, it was always, we'd always have these big,
My phone's ringing.
Oh.
I figured it out, babe. I figured it out. The microphones. I couldn't get them to work, but now they're working. I got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, love you. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
you need to say hi right now, or?
Okay, so Greg is gone. He's my production crew, and we called him because I couldn't figure the microphones out. So anyway, all right. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, that we just always have big parties,
And they make
and they would
tamales.
always make some great tamales. But
It is like a process. Kudos.
I know.
If you can make tamales, kudos to you, because I was like, oh no, you've got to get all of this stuff and
oh yeah, when you
spread it
rolled
on
out
corn-
the
Yeah.
what is that? The corn husk? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
oh,
a
yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
So your cornbread's gonna look like this, and you're gonna put your enchilada sauce, and then we're gonna season our hamburger meat. So we've got our hamburger meat, beef meat. I can't even talk. What is wrong with me? So we've got our hamburger meat browning, and I have this cool little Pampered Chef tool. If you don't have one of those, you need to get one. It's a meat chopper. So
yeah.
while you're cooking your hamburger meat, it kind of chops it up just like that. So I'll turn that up a little bit, and
Okay.
I'll put your seasoning. This is your taco seasoning.
Oh, there we go.
And then as soon as we get our taco meat all done, you're gonna put it right over the top. And then we're gonna pop it back in the oven and melt some cheese on top. I'm gonna use the other half of this can for our other pan of cornbread. Plenty. This is gonna make enough for everybody.
This really isn't that hard.
It's not gonna be hard at all. All right, so I'm gonna get in here and get some cheese. Some shredded cheese for our pie. And then you'll be able to take it home and have supper tonight.
Yeah.
Like, voila, I cooked supper.
I even took my Prilosec before this.
Oh, okay, good.
No
You have to take
heartburns.
that, really?
Oh, yeah.
I have to take it every day.
Every day.
Yeah. I have got heartburn all
And it's so
the
funny.
time.
On the labels, it's always like only for 2 weeks and then
Yeah.
off. And I'm like,
Mine's a lifetime.
mine's a lifetime for
I've
sure.
been taking it every day for years.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't tell that.
No, probably not.
You need to call the
We'll
doctor.
cut that out, though.
Yeah, you need to call the doctor. Anyway, so tell me a little bit more about your shows. So I have not got to go to your 50s show.
Oh man, that's personally probably my favorite. It's very high energy, lots of dancing, singing, lots of costume changes,
Okay.
and we do all the great hits of the 1950s. We do a little this year, or I guess last season. My mom added a little Rap Pack segment with like Frank
cool.
Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., the Quartettes, or I mean, like Bobby Darin. We actually do a Perry Como segment, and she throws the Rap Pack in there, but it's a lot different from the 50s stuff that you would usually see.
Okay.
You know.
Cool.
You'd usually just hear the regular rock around the clock, let's go to the hop, but this last year she kind of threw in songs that people would be like, oh man, like I haven't heard that song
Yeah, in a
since the
long time.
50s. Like
Yeah.
that was something
Right.
that was like a one-hit wonder or something you didn't hear as much.
Your
so
mom is the choreographer for everything, right?
for Clay's and Hot Rods, yes, she
Okay.
choreographs everything, and she in Hot Rods she produces all of the.
And she's
all
in the
Hot
show
Rods.
as well.
She is not by choice. She kind of just. We've had a lot of injuries the last couple
okay.
seasons, so she's been in the show a lot more than she probably wants
Than she
to.
wants to, okay.
But she's always there. We actually had a girl go down last show, and my mom was like, "I've never done your track before, but I'll go in there and do it."
Of course she
And
will.
she sure
She's
did.
Superwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
And she did the
Wonder
whole.
Woman.
She did the whole thing perfect. Oh, Superwoman.
Yeah.
She did the whole thing perfectly. There was nothing wrong, and
Yeah.
that's just how she rolls right there.
Yeah,
No
she's
fear,
great.
no fear. But
All of the shows, like, okay, so of course, your dad's show is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because it's different every time you go.
absolutely.
I mean, I don't care if you go this week or next week, he interacts with the audience, and you never know what these people are going to say.
Never.
It is
Never.
hilarious. hilarious.
Yeah.
But I do need to come and see. So tell me when the shows are.
So Hot Rod's pretty scattered. We kind of share a schedule with Dean's.
Right.
But we're Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we're either at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m.
Okay.
And it's just a lot of fun. We have 8 singer dancers. We have 4 boys and 4 girls, and then we have a 5-piece band to back us up.
Okay.
And it's 2 hours of just straight movement.
Yeah.
Usually when I get done with the show, I always I have my Apple Watch I tied around my leg, and usually I clock in about 5 miles a show. That's usually what I end with. So
that's awesome.
It's so much fun.
Okay,
but
great.
I also like to be moving all the time. That's how I prefer to be. So
I have ADD, so
yeah.
I've got to be going. When we slow down here and there's nothing to do, I am just stir crazy. Right. I've got to be going. But yeah. So and then Clay, your dad's show is well, it's your show. It's a family show.
Yeah.
It's a family show. It is Sunday nights at 7:30.
We have Monday nights right now at 7:30.
Oh, you're not doing Sunday nights?
We're doing Sundays and Mondays right now.
Okay, good. I didn't know that.
But we do it for just a little bit, and then so we're doing Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays all at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, great.
And then for Dean Z, which Dean is the the best Elvis tribute artist you'll ever see. He's the only Elvis tribute artist that's endorsed by Graceland Properties and Elvis Presley Enterprises. So, I mean, he's the closest thing for all the special events that they have at Graceland. He's the host, or he's the headliner for it.
Nice.
And he's just the coolest person to work for too. It was kind of a big change for me to not work for my parents. Obviously, you know, that's what I've done my entire life. So going to work for Dean has just been such a great experience, and it's cool to work for someone other than your parents, because you see how they would run things. And I mean, ultimately my goal is to run a show as well, so it's cool to see other
everybody's aspect of
exactly.
It,
Yeah.
Do you travel with him, because he goes?
I haven't gotten to yet. I mean,
well, you can't. You gotta
I never get to. This last January and February, I was
turn that off now.
Turn it off now.
Yeah.
This last January and February, I was going to, but I was working on my album, so I didn't get to.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. You have an album.
I did. I just released it March 8th this year. So
yeah. And so is it just Colton Cooper?
Called Showing Out.
Oh, Showing Out.
Showing Out.
And it has everything on it.
Everything. It's kind of, when I was going through to do it, I was like, I don't really want to be stuck in a genre.
Right.
So
because you can do everything.
I love to sing everything.
Oh my gosh, you do
love to sing everything.
I mean, and when they do this part where a place in the show where they kind of do a
impersonations.
I was going to say spoof, but impersonations on people, and you hit the nail on the head. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you do a little bit of country on there, a little bit of everything.
Country, pop, rock. I do some Elvis. I mean, bluegrass. There's really just everything.
You can do it all. You're so talented.
Thank you.
You are. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we've got our cornbread ready, and then we're just going to spoon some of this right on top of our pan here, and then we're just going to pop it back into the oven after we cover it with some shredded cheese. And then I'm going to get the toppings for it, and we're going to make a dessert that you asked for. I did do that. I did the right thing on the dessert. He asked for cheesecake, and we are going to make a caramel chocolate chip cheesecake. And I think it's going to be fantastic.
I've never heard of that, but when she said that sounded like the greatest thing I'd ever heard.
Yeah, and it's probably not even the same way I made it the last time, but so this meat is really lean, so we didn't even have to drain it. What little bit that was in there of the grease, the taco packet, it just took it. So now we'll just cover this with cheese, and we're going to pop it in the oven at 350 for just a little while. I mean, it won't take long at all.
Am I saving some of this?
Yeah, just save that.
Okay.
We'll put it on the other one.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to use like a whole package of this cheese. Cover it. And then I think I need a little more.
You can never have too much cheese.
Never. So your grandparents are from Mexico.
Correct. My great grandparents were.
Oh, you're right. Okay. And your mom is from Oklahoma.
Yes, she is.
That's my stomping ground.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. And she is a fantastic dancer. But so did your grandparents had dance studio? No?
Yes, so my grandmother, Grandma Paula, actually owned a dance studio in Norman.
Oh, okay.
And my mom grew up in the dance studio, and that's obviously where she got her start. And
okay.
her mom was very tough on her. She was a pageant mother.
Yeah.
And so
I cannot imagine.
Yeah, but
I bet that's a lot. Because Aubrey was in one pageant when she was about 3 or 4 years old, and I was a nutcase. And I said, nope, this isn't for me. I couldn't believe the little girl that won. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
So I was a good pageant mom for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we've got our tamale pie in the oven. We're gonna let that cheese melt, and then we're gonna show you like what you can put on top of it to eat it with. And then I'm gonna move all of this out of the way, and then we're gonna make our dessert. We're gonna start our dessert, and then I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna make a caramel cheesecake, and I'm gonna use my cheesecake recipe that I use for everything. It is foolproof, but instead of the crust being graham cracker crust, we're gonna use cookie dough, one of my favorite things. And I'm gonna do about 3/4 of it because I'm using this little pan. So, I've
never heard of that.
Do you love cookie dough?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
So as a kid, of course, you know they tell you not to eat raw cookie dough. But I love this, and so my very first job, I worked at a grocery store, and my mom never would let me eat cookie dough, and she never would buy this stuff because we were poor. We weren't well off, so we didn't just get this. So my very first paycheck at Thrifty Foods, the first thing I bought was a roll of this cookie dough and ate it like a candy bar. So the good thing about only using 3/4 of it is you have
the rest of it to eat.
The snack on the rest of the night. So what we're gonna do, I did wash my hands. So we're just gonna pat this out. I already sprayed my pan, and we're gonna cook this at 350 for about 12 minutes. That's how long it should take. And this is gonna be your crust. And then as soon as that is done, you're gonna cool it off, and we're gonna make our filling, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So this is all you're gonna do is pat this out in the bottom of this pan and make a crust. So this is gonna be so chocolatey and so good.
Is this how you usually make your cheesecakes?
No.
Oh, really?
This is not. This is special.
I was about to say, I was like, this is
special for you.
This is genius.
Yeah, I wanted something different.
More people need to try that right there.
Yeah, not your typical cheesecake.
No.
So, all right. Well, it's a little sticky, but you get the drift. So I'm gonna put that in the oven, and then I'll show you how to make the filling. Okay, so we have our cookie. Okay, so we have our cookie in the oven, and it's cooking, our cookie crust. And now we're gonna make the filling for this cheesecake. And you're gonna take 2 of this is for a normal person. I'm gonna let you do that. You'll just do it like that. So a normal person would take 2 of these 8-ounce cream cheese, and we're gonna do 1 cup of sugar. And then you're gonna do 1 of these. This is about 7 ounces of marshmallow cream. You can get the Jiffy cup. Is that it?
Jiffy, yeah, yeah.
It's more expensive, and you know we're in a recession right now, and we all know why. But we're going to use Best Choice today. Maybe after November.
Where's Matt Gum at when you eat him? Where's he at?
After November, maybe we can go back to Jiffy cup.
Maybe so.
I hope so. And so this is going to be our, pray to God we do. So this is going to go in your cheesecake and get that all mixed up. And then there's a little bit left in there, and you can snack on that later.
Yep.
I love that stuff.
Dip it in the cookie dough, maybe? I don't know.
That could be a new snack for me at night. Like I need more snack ideas. All right, so I'm going to get this out of the way. I already have a cookie cooked. Where did I put it? Where's my cookie that I cooked?
Cookie.
Good idea. Let's see. I already made cookies. Really, I didn't leave it in the oven. What do I do with the cookie I made? I made a cookie for us already.
Oh,
All right, I already had it ready. So we're gonna make this filling and we're gonna put it on our cookie when it comes out of the oven, and then we're gonna make our topping for this. I'll just show you how to put it all together. All right.
Is that good right there?
I'm working too hard. I'm working too hard, and I can't think of what I've done with things. Yes, that looks great.
Perfect.
That's awesome. Okay, and then if this is how you become a good kisser. You lick the beaters.
Oh,
did you know
really?
that? Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes, yes. And yeah, I heard good moms let their kids lick the beaters. Great moms turn the beaters off first. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna take this and rinse this off. So as soon as our cookie's done, we'll fix that. I forgot I already put that stinking cheesecake together. That's hilarious. I was trying to
That looks good right there.
easier and faster. So now, the best part is to come. The best is yet to come. Let me wash my beaters off, and then if you'll get that bowl out of the freezer,
Yeah.
I'll show you the best way. That's on my Andy's eye.
I know. I saw that down there.
Okay, let me tell you. Andy's only does blackberry
Concrete for the month.
June.
I know. Trust me.
So
I go just about every single night after the show.
Me too. And so I went and I was like, June was like the last day. I said, I need 3.
Oh wait, it's not June anymore. It's done, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done. So it was, yeah, sorry. But hey.
I actually no. You know what? I got one the last day of June.
Oh, you
so
did?
I'm good.
Okay. Well,
Makes me
I
feel
have
happy.
some to say. It's the best. It is the best. Okay, so now we're going to make the icing for our cheesecake. And so underneath here, we have our cookie, and then we have the mixture that we just made. So we're going to have 2 of these.
Cool.
You can take one home. And then for the icing on it, you can put your bowl in the freezer, and it will make it go a little faster. Make your icing go a little faster. We're gonna make homemade whipped cream. So there's some heavy cream right in there on the right. It should be laying down. Yeah, right there it is. And if you'll pour the whole thing in here, and then I'm gonna get us some powdered sugar. So you're gonna do just like a pint. Is that a pint or whatever that's called? You know, that size.
Yeah, this size right here.
Get that size.
A quart.
A quart, okay. Heavy cream. And then we're gonna do, because you want this pretty sweet, because your cheesecake, I mean, it's sweet, but your cream cheese isn't that sweet. So do about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. And this is gonna make your homemade whipped cream. And after you have this, you'll never do Cool Whip again. There you go. You'll always do this. So your cold bowl is going to help this to make your cream. And once you've tasted this, have you had homemade whipped cream?
I don't think I have actually. No.
Once you have this, you'll never go back.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I have from one of your cheesecakes
Oh,
before.
yeah.
I might have.
You go and try to eat Cool Whip, you're like, ew, that's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's going to be awesome. With all of this stuff. Is it starting to thicken up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it goes. It doesn't take long at all.
No.
Once you do this, you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. How good it is. Together. So after I baked my cookie, I took my mixture, my cream cheese mixture, put it in here, and then I used this. You can get the ice cream section. It's just caramel. It's caramel. And then I got little baby chocolate chips, and I put those all over the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our homemade whipped topping on here, and then it'll be ready to go.
Man.
And the longer it sits, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put some of these on top. And I did get this, and I thought, if you wanted to drizzle this over the top, but it's up to you, if you want to do that.
Cool.
So, everything's still cooking.
Man. And cornbread, that's another one of my favorites right there. I love cornbread.
You're going to love this. is fantastic.
I agree.
Any show. It's right up the road from local flavor. You can come and eat here and then go to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is fantastic. And so, you guys used to do the Jeopardy. Oh, Colton isn't just a dancer and a singer. He's a comedian. You love it?
You know what's funny is that I truly am, and my girlfriend Keaton always says this to me, I am the way I am because of Matt Gum.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of Matt Gum tendencies in me.
Yes.
And it's because I grew up, like my entire childhood has been around Matt Gum and a lot of comedy skits with him. So it's been a while since I got to do a comedy skit with him, and this last year was so much fun getting to do Jeopardy and be Bill Clinton. So I had a lot of fun with it.
Matt was Donald Trump. It was spot on. I mean, so hilarious. And then you're just going to do this just until it's as thick as you think.
That is incredible.
So, yeah. Does it look good to you?
Oh, yeah, it looks great to me.
All right. That looks good. All right. Now, you're going to have to lick this beater because you have to, because I'm telling you, it's the best.
You don't even need to make the cheesecake. You just eat that right there.
Good. It is so good. All right. Now, all we're going to do is put this on the top. And I got enough for both. And the longer it sets in the refrigerator, the stiffer it'll get. Oops. And so there's our cheesecake. And I'm going to use the other half for our other. And you can just take it and so today, you'll have a show tomorrow. You'll be the star. If you take all of this.
I'm not taking none of that over there.
You're going to keep it home. But anyway, yes, Colton is a comedian as well. And Matt's in the show. And I know I keep talking about, and I always do. On most of my videos, I tell everybody where to go. It's my favorite show. All right.
We have a blast. It's a huge family. That's the coolest part about it.
Everybody there is so great. All right. Look at that. There's your cheesecake. Now we have our tamale pie, and I'm going to tell you how we can serve it. So this is just up to you. Let me wipe my finger off here because
That's an important part that doesn't get talked about. How to serve it.
So you're going to take your tamale pie, and you just dish it out. Whoops, dish it out, but I can't take it. All right.
Oh man.
And then I don't know if what all you like, but so this is how I would do it. I would do tomatoes and lettuce, and got my back to the camera, but anyway, I would serve mine just like this. Maybe a little bit of sour cream or some salsa, whatever. But doesn't that look great? So easy. It did not take us long.
No, that was quick.
And then I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is going to be the star. Right here.
Cookie crust.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You can hear that crunchy cookie crust.
Oh yes. Wow.
That's going to be great. Oh my goodness. Yes. Let me make a
Gotta get a cross section.
Everybody gets so excited about food. Look at me. I gotta kind of do that so you can see the layers. Oh my gosh. Look at the caramel and the chocolate chips. And then the cookie dough. Oh my gosh. So good. Well, it's not cookie dough. It's a cookie.
Oh man, yeah.
So anyway, all right. So that's our meals for today. So we've accomplished this in just a short time. If you want to make tamales, hey, there's a girl on Facebook too that said makes tamales in her house, and you could call her up. I actually did contact her, but she didn't call me back. She didn't call me back. I was like, no, I should have her make us a pan of tamales. $25 for a pan of tamales. So I mean, you can just marketplace. Oh, make sure. I mean, that's kind of scary.
I
don't know.
There might be something in the tamales.
You never know. You never know about.
Never know a marketplace.
I don't know, but anyway, find somebody to make you some tamales.
There you go.
Because this is the easiest thing I could come up with. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Tamales, especially me. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So do you want to taste anything or give it a try?
Yeah, I'll taste them both.
Right, let me give you. Okay, here's a fork and a fork for that and a fork for that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great.
And then I'll give me a little taste here too. See if it's any good after we've done all this work. That's pretty good. The tamale pie is really good. Good. Let me get it a little swig of water. Right. Take a big.
Wow.
Now I'm going to try a little corner of this if you don't care.
No.
We'll try. Yeah, that is good stuff. That's good.
That's what I'm excited
You're
about.
gonna like
there.
that.
The cookie dough
good.
crust is just blowing my mind.
Yeah, and so probably the longer this sits in the refrigerator, of course, your cookie crust is gonna get a little, mushy. But I kind of like it that way anyway.
Yeah, makes it easier to cut through
I just made this today, so yeah, it'll be great. So anyway, there you go. We have tamale pie and chocolate chip caramel cheesecake, and this cheesecake is foolproof. Like you can put cherries on top.
That's incredible.
You like it? Good.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that's how easy it was. I mean, you got to do a little prep time, of course, but it's easy stuff. Easy.
I would even
dinner.
cook that. And
yeah.
And usually I don't like to cook because
and then you can make your homemade, and you can be like, this is all homemade. Well, except for the cookie dough.
Yeah.
We did buy that, but whatever.
No one needs to know that though.
No. But listen, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for inviting me.
So you guys, if you're in Branson, you have to come and see us at Local Flavor. We're right on the strip. We're right across the street from the Upside Down building, Wonderworks. And then right down the road, just a few blocks, across the street from the big Titanic is Clay Cooper Show. And we can direct you there. We have all of his pamphlets here.
And on Mondays, you can come see a morning show, get lunch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're closed on Mondays, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Wednesdays,
Dang it.
Wednesdays, you can come get lunch, come see an afternoon show, come back for dinner.
Yeah.
Come see the night show.
And then come and get some cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always have cheesecake.
Maybe I'll cook it for you. Who knows?
Hey, you never know. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay, and so don't forget to subscribe and share our videos. We love doing this. I love it. So
Absolutely.
thank you for coming.
Thank
All right,
you.
see ya.